Right guys, update, I'm back in the workshop. Literally just posted up a YouTube video this morning. It'll be a month ago. Do you know what date it is today? Bonfire night, 5th of November, American election day, innit? Date to remember. I'll be watching that later, don't know why. Whoever wins, don't they? I'm not that bothered, but it's interesting. I like little historical events kind of thing. As you all know, yeah, I'm into history, so if you can see history happening in front of your eyes, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah, so I like to watch it. Anyway, back on with this. If you can read that, I think in that screen there, it might be back to front, I don't know why. Rickman Metisse, I've done it. Well, I've not done it, but the pipes are all bent. I think I had this bike out in the last video, didn't I? I'm a bit wobbly, I'm on my knees, Like that, wait. Yeah, I think I might have had it in the last video. We had a look at pipes. Because I remember I was going to go and have a look at them pipes hanging up, and then I just showed you Dad's book, didn't I, with all notes written down in it. So yeah, I've got about 5 sets of them now. I've got a sample set, a secondary set that didn't come out as nice. I made an adjustment to the 3 sets I've made here. I basically put 10 mil on one at dimensions, just to stretch out the middle bit, which would be about here where my hand is. Stretch out that length from there to there. Just put 10 mil in it there. Absolutely sweet. I think what it were doing, it were pulling them in too much on front here. I had to push them in 10 mil, which then wrecked the bend on the front. So what I just pulled them back out 10 mil and put the 10 mil in the middle. They look fantastic. So we'll have a look at them. They're on floor. They're right in front of me here, and they'll look nice. All symmetrical, all exactly the same. Then I'll take the lock off this bike. We'll wheel it out. We'll have a look at them. Yeah, I'll try a set on. We'll try a set on, and then I need to make some brackets. Oh, the knees. Yeah, I need to make some brackets, and I want to try and make a jig. Basically, I just want to try and do one set on this bike, and then because it's covered in plastics, I don't want to make all 4 sets. I don't want to be making someone else's pipes on his bike and maybe damage his bike, so I want to make a jig. Oh, that's irking my arm as well, that. So what I'll do, let's have a look before we go. Because they're a nice angle, look at them down there. Yeah, very nice. So they look nice when they just laid out like that. I think I'm going to have to take a picture of them like that, aren't I? And just do an Instagram post before I start welding them up and all that stuff. But yeah, that's how they are. That's how they're looking. Like I say, if I push that in, they'd be all nice. Yeah, that's spot on, innit? So perfect. You can tell that they're all the same. I think there might be a couple in the middle there where the ends are a little bit short, but I'll trim them all about there, somewhere in the middles of them, the heated up bits. And this bit here, that there's me 10 mil. I think it might be 12 mil, but it is what it is, isn't it? So I did that. I put that gap in there. Basically, that's where I was going to bend them on my tube bender, and then that's where I did bend them on my tube bender. You can kind of see clamp marks there, and then this is my mandrel bend. That bit I've sand bent it because I've had to put a twist on them, so they're tightened up, twist on the top. Lovely jubbly. So yeah, we'll get that out. We'll unlock the Metisse, get it out, have a brew, catch some breath, wheel that over there, and we'll try some pipes on it. I'll be back. Right guys, she's out. I've put her on that angle there just so you can see it, but at some point I'm going to have to get it out and switch it around and get it levelled up here. Basically, I can't get it to sit right. I put it on a stand and it didn't like it. So I need to try and find a way to prop it up level so I can get the pipes at the back nice and level. But I'll pick one up now off floor. We'll go and try it on. We'll just try this side on it. Let's go and try this side on. Right, so it's already got a collar on it. I've got a box of these. If I make one, I'll probably make a ton of them. Well, I'll just fill the box up. I'll make 20 of them or so. So that's just a little triumph end, like dished over on end there. Down there, you can make them a little bit smaller. You can make them a little bit longer. Then Grandad used to make them a little bit longer for some bikes if they had really long necks on the pipes, or you make them a bit smaller as well. It's irrelevant. I think make them a bit smaller if you've not got the room. But we've got plenty of room on this. We actually need the pipes to come out a bit to get them so they're looking nice. The pipes do actually need to come out, so a medium sized collar would be nice, I think. Just get that through there without going anywhere near this side panel. There we go. And then just drop it down into place. Give that a little bit of a push. I think that's probably it. I think that's going to be the line. I'm going to lift it up a little bit. Probably be like that. I'll lift it up off this casing. At the moment it's sat on that casing there, and I want to pull it up off that. But for now, it's all right. Right guys, let's go and have a better look. I think there's a perfect angle for it. If you come down here, this is what I'm aiming for, is to have an angle about there, where it just comes out of the head and just goes back in a straight line. I think I said in the last video, we're copying this off Chelsea's bike. I can't remember her last name, just Chelsea B. And that were the most like distinguishing feature of them really. I think, I might have said it in the last video as well, I think they have a little bit more kick there and they run across at an higher level. But I've managed to get mine to come across it, but it's in the same place at the back. Mine have just kicked up a little tiny bit, so Chelsea's probably go up a little bit, come down a little tiny bit. You can just see a little raise in it and then across. Where these are just woof in a straight line. You can almost put a ruler on that, couldn't you? Looks perfectly straight that. But obviously from the top down, it's wiggling in and out, in and out. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I might see if I can just pull it forward a little bit, but that all decides on the gap between that plastic panel there and the clutch cable. We'll go and have a look at that. It's tight. This is where my 12mm, 10mm measurement had to come in. Basically looking at them two gaps there. This will be the same for every Rickman Metisse. You've got a gap between there and a gap between there. Nothing, absolute no gap at all. That's the only way you can do it. The other sets of pipes they put a cut and a turn in it there. I've fogged up there somewhere. You could put a cut in it there and you flick that bend down, so then that bend will come down through this gap, and then you run the pipe underneath there, kick them back up again. So you're roughly coming out in the same place again. You just zigzag it through there like that. Not as nice. The side on look with the bike doesn't go with anything. So if I come back here, let me give you a bit more focus again. If that pipe goes up and then zigzags down to there and then back up, it don't follow any of this, does it? Whereas where we are there, it's not following the tank or the seat, it's following the back seat there roughly, innit? You know, the back seat's got a bit of an angle on it. Well, so has this. So that and that are finishing in the same line, aren't they? That not so much, but if you'd have dropped that down a little tiny bit more, it wouldn't look right. If you'd have followed that tank and seat, it wouldn't look right. There's the chance that you can have them slightly tipping down and then they look really bad. So the best way is just to kick them up slightly. You do that with every pipe you do, even if you're running it across that bottom rail there. If you just kick it up a little tiny bit, it looks 10 times better. It just looks racier, doesn't it? Looks like it's all sloping down a bit at the front. That's why that mudguard is tilted like that. It just gives you, that joins in with the front wheel, like, whew, and you get like a nice racy look. So yeah, so that's on. It's on and it's looking nice. I've got the same gap at back. I've actually probably got a bit bigger at the back. Back of there. That follows that nicely. It just bumps out a little bit there, but that's roughly where my bracket's going to go through. If you see that bolt head down at the bottom, this one. We're going to go bracket from there to there. So nice little bit of room to put a bracket in there. Yeah, it just fits nice, fits nice. So what I need to do now, put the other side pipe on, but I'm going to take that pipe off, spin the bike this way, and just try and get a sat level, and I can try the pipe on the other side, try and find a way of referencing the height, so maybe like my axle stands on some bricks or something, so I can get them both in the same place at the back, nice and level, and then I can put both pipes on, try and make a bracket for it, and then like I say, once I've got them tacked on them brackets, I'll weld them up, then possibly try and make a little jig on this frame I've got over here. That's the plan. If I can mount something to this that replicates the number board and the bracket position, we're on to a winner, aren't we? Because then I'll just make the other 3-4 sets on there. Happy days. Right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the bike out now, spin it round, level it up. I'll be back.